So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. I might repeat that. So welcome to Flinders. My name is Slavka Rosewall. I'm the Manager of Student Engagement and Success. And we have Helen Hodges, who's our Senior Advisor of Orientation and Transition. She's been working very hard to organise a lot of the activities that you are going to be experiencing at Flinders over the next couple of weeks. So thank you for being here and supporting us. And I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners, Kaurna people, of the land that we are gathering on today, and to pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and as well as acknowledge any and extend that respect and acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who are here with us today. So let's get started. So Flinders is all about creating a warm and welcoming environment. Soak in over the next couple of weeks and onwards what matters to you most. Cup of coffee, I know that helps me start my day. So have any of you found your favourite coffee spot yet? Not yet? Or tea or hot chocolate? They're all really, really good. So let us know if you want some tips and tricks. I can tell you that my team gets one every day. Or it might be a cool spot on campus that you use for study or chilling or relaxing, or you'll meet a new friend to share the experience with. Come in. So today I'm going to share snippets of information and useful things that you'll need throughout your time here. But what I'd love each of you to do is just remember one thing. What I don't want people to do is overwhelm themselves with information and things that they think they need to know on day one. That is one of the hardest things for students to do, and that is remember everything. So start with one useful thing that you'll use over the next couple of weeks, because the presentation that I'll do today, you will see it again a number of times in other welcome sessions and college and course information sessions, etc. So, and even if you forget any of it, anybody on campus that's wearing this top, and it might say student ambassador or staff on there, they can help you, or just visit any of our support service areas and they'll guide you in the right direction. So don't stress about jotting everything down and writing down all the information that you'll get, because we will have this presentation and slides available on the orientation website as well. So let's get started and get you ready for an incredible experience at Flinders, and welcome. I think most of you said that you were undergraduates. Do we have any postgraduates here or second timers? Great, welcome to all of you guys as well. Not a scary second time round, right? Yeah, all right. Most important thing, the interwebs. So you will need your internet access. So if you're on campus, we do have Wi-Fi at Flinders that you can use. You'll need to find EduRoam network and then use your username, which is your FAN number. So your first 4 letters of your surname and then 4 numbers after that, and then your usual password, which will enable you to access the internet on campus. Most of the areas on campus are pretty good with internet access. If you do need further information about computing or Wi-Fi or anything like that, we do have that webpage. Again, you don't need to write it down straight away because it will be available on the orientation website too. Student ID card. Can I have a show of hands? How many of you have your student ID card already? Cool. Was it easy to get?
Yeah.
Don't have it yet? That's okay. Do you know where to get it? The ones that haven't got it yet? Okay. So you can actually order it online. So do you know what Okta is? Beautiful. So you can order your student ID card online, or if you prefer, you can go visit Flinders Connect, who are just downstairs past the plaza, and they can help you out with that as well, because you'll need a picture taken if you can't get a picture uploaded online. Please don't put silly things on your head or do silly things with your photo. We've had people with colanders on their head and that sort of stuff in the past. But it's actually a useful card for you to have. So, you know, you might get discounts for travel, for example, to borrow books from the library. There's a range of reasons why you really do need your student ID card to enter exam rooms and all of those sorts of things. So it is a really important identification card to have. And also on our student website, if you look at quick links on the side, so student student.flinders.edu.au. Quick links, there's order and replace my student ID card link on there as well if you want to go do that. New student website. So many of you may have already visited the new student website to help you, accept your offer, find your enrollment information, to discover a range of other information or get to the orientation site as well. That is a really useful website on an ongoing basis. Each semester, etc., you might be going back in to enroll and it'll take you to the right places so you don't get lost. USI, so unique student identifier. Show of hands, anybody hasn't heard of a USI or doesn't have one yet? Skip this slide, we don't need to worry about that. Anybody online that has any concerns about getting their USI or hasn't got one yet? Beautiful. All right, it is something that the government has introduced from 1st of January this year. Every student needs to have one. International students need to have it for the purposes of graduating, and domestic students need to have it in order to access their Commonwealth funding. So it is very important to get your USI. Getting familiar with your learning environment. How many of you, again, show of hands, I love my show of hands. How many of you have already accessed Flow or Canvas? Beautiful. So your learning management system is where you'll be spending a lot of time doing all of your studies, right? That's where you'll submit your assignments, engage and communicate with your academics. It's where you will find information about the particular topic that you're studying. And also in many cases, you'll have conversations and have group meetings through there as well with your peers. In some cases, so our previous learning management system is Flinders Learning Online, or better known as Flow. We are currently going through a transition into our new learning management system called Canvas. So some of you may find, and I know it's going to be a little bit confusing, but it's short-term pain for long-term gain, I promise. Some of you may find that you're studying across Canvas and Flow. And that will only last hopefully till next year, so just for this semester, when we will fully transition into Canvas. If you do have any issues or questions about using the learning management system, either have a chat with your academic staff, or otherwise there's also a Flow help desk or Canvas help desk that you can call through the 1300 Flinders number, or directly access them in the library. Textbooks. So a lot of topics will have required textbooks and resources. This is the webpage that you will find a list of textbooks that you may need to have for the topics that you're currently studying. This list does get updated quite frequently over the next few weeks as some things change. So do keep checking back, because it may be something that you might have missed previously. Transport. If anybody's concerned, this week parking is free. So you can pretty much park most places other than like reserved spots and those sorts of things. So we don't want you guys getting a parking fine on day dot. That is quite stressful. So instead, parking is free and available wherever you can find it this week. From here on, you do need a parking permit if you're driving to campus. And then depending where you're studying, there are car parks all around Bedford Park, Sturt, Tonsley. Victoria Square doesn't have a dedicated car park, so that's either public car parks or public transport. To get to Bedford Park, you can also use public transport. You can access the Loop Bus, which you can download the Busminder app, and that'll tell you when the Loop Bus is going around. It will take you across campuses, so from Bedford Park to Tonsley to Sturt, etc. And it is I think it goes around every 15 minutes or so during the busy times. So it's a really easy one to access, particularly if you park here, for example, and then you want to go to one of the other campuses for one of your lectures, then it's easy to come back. And then train, how good is it? We've got the Flinders Railway now that takes you all the way to the Flinders Hospital, which is a much easier commute than what it used to be when it stopped at Tonsley and then you had to catch a bus here. So that's a great one to use, and only 22 minutes from the CBD. Scholarships up for grabs. So Flinders every semester has a whole bunch of scholarships and money that we give away to students to help you study. In semester one, I think there's up to about $4 million worth of scholarships. Semester 2, there's about $250,000 that's being given away. And sometimes we find it hard to actually get students to apply. So I would strongly recommend go onto the scholarships website, have a look at the selection criteria. And a lot of it takes only about 5 minutes to apply for scholarships. Sometimes even if you don't think you're eligible, give it a go, because there's a little bit of wriggle room in there, and you never know, and some of them range up to $5,000 or $10,000 a year, and it actually covers a lot of costs that you might otherwise have to fund yourself. So I do recommend checking out what scholarships are available. Health, counselling, disability services. We have a doctor, we have counsellors, and we have disability advisors all on campus. They can also be reached, doctors can be reached online. I think we do have some tele health appointments, but counsellors and disability advisors you can speak with online as well as on campus, regardless of where you're located. So it is a really great service that's available for all our students. These are the contact details. Again, you don't need to write them down. You'll be able to access that either through this presentation or through Flinders, students.flinders.edu.au/support services. We'll have all of our support services available. Inclusion and accessibility campus tours for students who may have a disability. We are catering our campus tours with one-on-one tour options. So if you do need extra support or help or somebody to walk you through, you can book in a one-on-one campus tour, which will take you to any of the accessible paths across campus, because Flinders at Bedford Park and Sturt as well can actually be quite difficult to find your way around because there is a lot of stairs and hills. And then we also have the accessible Bedford Park campus map, which provides you information and details about all of our facilities and services like lifts, accessible bathrooms, etc. across the campus. Safety. This slide always makes me cringe a little bit because it's kind of like, it's not something that happens really often. Like, we don't have an issue of safety on campus, but it's really important for students to know that there is security available and safety is our priority. So if you are unfortunate, I guess, to witness or experience unacceptable behaviour, please make sure that you do report it, and you can remain confidential if you like. There are various ways that you can report any sort of untoward behaviour that you witness. But also if you're on campus or on placement and you feel unsafe or something happens, feel free to reach out to our security teams and to our staff for any support that you may need going forward. So at Flinders, we actively promote diversity. We try and cater to as many different cultures and needs and people as we can. Some of the services that we include are prayer rooms, conversation groups, equal opportunity advisors, Pride Network, Good Vibes Experiment. So across the university, I don't know if many of you visited Oasis, and I'll talk about it again later. We've got prayer rooms in there. And then our FUSA Student Association has a number of clubs and associations which cater to a range of needs and cultures. So Oasis, as I mentioned, Oasis is our student wellbeing centre. You will find at Oasis there are really nice places to just kind of chill, to not have to worry about too much what's going on around you. It's warm. There's a student kitchen in there. I think it's the only, is that right, Helen? I think it's the only student kitchen, fully catered student or fully serviced student kitchen on campus. So you can actually access cooking facilities. There's an oven in there, I think. There is a cooktop, microwave, all those sorts of things. There is a student kitchen in the hub as well, but that one doesn't quite have all the facilities as Oasis does. There are also chaplains within Oasis. So if you would like to engage in spiritual experiences, we have meditation, yoga, all of those sorts of things. So it's just down through here and to the right that you can get to Oasis. OWIC. So that's where we are now, week 17th July to 21st of July. And we've spoken about we've spoken about flow earlier, or Canvas. One topic that you'll find on there is called Finding Your Way at Flinders. Finding Your Way at Flinders, it's almost like an orientation, self-guided orientation online. So it's a lot of information for you. But if you do feel like you're unable to come to campus, particularly for our students who are joining us online, you can follow the steps in Finding Your Flinders online and get all the information you might get at on-campus activities. FUSA, so I mentioned FUSA earlier. FUSA is our Flinders University Student Association, and they're brilliant. They offer so many different support services. They offer so many engaging activities. We have clubs, we have events, we have a range of activities that FUSA run on campus and online and across campuses as well. There's over 80 different clubs to join. So, you know, everything from, and I might say the wrong one, hopefully there is a chess club. I'm pretty sure there is a chess club. I think there wasn't at one stage. Chess club, fencing, what do you call them? Online gaming clubs. We have medieval clubs, all sorts of things. So just have a look on the FUSA website and see. I'm sure there'll be something on there that I'm interested in. It's a really great way of making friends and meeting new like-minded people. Unify. So Unify is our student connection program, and it's been designed to offer fun and interactive activities to help you meet other students from the get-go. It's run by student volunteers, so current student volunteers, and they run sessions where you engage with them. You might run play some icebreaker games and those sorts of things. Sometimes they run at the TAV. It's a really great way to meet other students and to kind of find your comfort zone within Flinders, because sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating to be coming to Flinders on your own and not knowing everybody. And I have already met a number of students who are here either with their partners or parents, etc., because it is harder to start something on your own. Excuse me. Okay, orientation videos. So throughout orientation, there'll be a number of sessions you'll attend, be it academic support sessions, be it one like this. It might be sessions to do with introducing you to your course or to your college, etc. Most of them will be recorded, and if you miss one, you will be able to access it after orientation on the orientation videos website. So it will be live about 3 days. Most sessions will be live about 3 or 4 days after they've been played, so it won't be immediate. Give us a moment because we've got a lot of things that we'll need to do. And then next week is Connect Week. So Connect Week, we start to have a bit more fun. With Connect Week, you'll find quiz nights, movie nights, fair days, live music, clubs info, sports centre activities, a whole range of stuff. So this is, you know, week this in mid-year, we do more of the serious stuff where you get to know your course and college, etc. And then Connect Week, week 1 becomes kind of that immersive experience of the fun and games, as well as getting to know other students and other staff. Our final few tips and reminders. I think what's really important to know is that every step of the way, there will always be somebody at Flinders that's here to support you. So within my team, we have just welcomed 3 new staff who will be our Flinders support and wellbeing advisors, and they are there to help you, each one of you succeed. So sometimes you may find that you're struggling a little bit, or you may find that you're just feeling a little bit unsure about where you're at. You may get a phone call from them to help guide you through the process that you're at. Or if you yourself realise that you want to get further help, you can get help from Flinders Connect, from our student learning and success and support area, health, counsel and disability. Even if you reach out to Oasis, The staff in there are extremely welcoming and supportive. You can either even get support through other students. So there's a range of student mentors, and Flinders Mates is part of an Oasis activity. So don't forget that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're never alone. So don't ever feel like you're going through this alone, or whatever you're doing is not working and that means you have to quit, or whatever it is. Last thing we want to see is our students leaving with a debt and nothing else because they've just left too soon and not actually wanted to keep going and seek the help they need. But in most cases, everything goes really well. So I have a bit of a question for you now. I did say at the beginning, I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of information, and what's important is that you just take away one thing. So can I get a show of hands of what is the one thing that each of you have actually taken away from today? I'll pick on you if you don't put your hands up. Lady in yellow. Yeah.
I took away that it's very supportive and that you can get help when you need to.
Brilliant. And that is 100% true. Anybody else? Go for it.
I can learn that Flinders is quite accessible.
Yes.
When you need help, you can just ask.
That's brilliant. Thank you. Somebody at the back?
Yeah, there's movie night next week.
Yes, there is movie night and quiz night. Absolutely. And the fair days are brilliant. It's buzzing with activity, lots of different show and tells and those sorts of things. It's excellent. Anybody else? One more. I need one more. Go on. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, I hope that was really helpful for everybody. Do you have any questions for me? Don't make them too hard. Or online. Does anybody online have any questions?
Not yet.
No questions? Well, I expect everybody to succeed and finish way ahead of time, and this is going to be a brilliant time. No, we're so excited to have you here. And I know, like I said at the beginning of this session, it is a bit stressful, it is a bit overwhelming, but just take it one step at a time and just reach out to the staff and other students, because there's always going to be somebody either in the same situation or that can help you with whatever you've got or you need to ask. And over the next couple of weeks, you'll find, I feel like Superman, you'll find staff and students wearing blue t-shirts like this that say staff or student ambassadors on there. So they're here to help you. They're literally being paid to help out new students who are either lost on campus or not sure where their sessions are or need help with any one thing at this time. The other thing I was going to say, if it hasn't escaped me, is, it has escaped me, never mind. Welcome, and thank you so much for listening. And I hope to see you around campus. Say hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mind if I ask,
Good luck. Yeah, no worries.
essential study skills for uni?
Yes.
Is this held here?
Yep, in here. And what time? At 1 o'clock. Yeah. So in half an hour. Yeah, grab some lunch and then
They said there was free lunch there.
perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if they've said there's free lunch, help yourself.
Yeah, because I attended the getting started at Flinders orientation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they said that there was free lunch there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah. So they should. If they've said that, there definitely will be. And often on Plaza, there'll be free lunch. Come in.
Let's go walk around then.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy and welcome. Are you, where are you from?
Philippines.
Oh, Philippines. When did you get here?
June 3.
Brilliant. And you're getting used to the warm cold?
I've been to places like this.
Okay. So you know what it's like.
But, it's quite cold.
It is
I
very
thought
cold at the moment.
Well, I actually thought I was in Canada, to be honest.
Except there's no snow.
Yeah, except there's no snow.
Yes, no, I know. It is really cold at the moment. Once summer comes, we should get some nice heat. And it's a dry heat, so that might still be a bit different to Philippines because more humid over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a dry,
Have you
hot
been
heat.
there?
I haven't been to Philippines, but I've been kind of that level of horizon to Indonesia, Thailand, which is sort of similar.
It's
So
kind of like that.
yeah.
Because I've been to Malaysia.
Yes. Oh, I have been to Malaysia actually. I have been to Malaysia.
KL, Kuala Lumpur.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a bit like that. No, here it's a more dry heat. Enjoy.
Anyways, thank
No
you.
worries. Thank you so much.
very
Thanks for
much.
listening and coming along. And good luck with your studies. Hi.
Ma'am,
Yes.
just miss your session.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. So it was recorded and then it will be. It was recorded and will actually be available online. So the slides will be available online as well. And what we're going to do is a lot of the, are you going to any of your course or college welcome sessions at all?
No, actually yesterday I landed to Adelaide,
Oh, yesterday. Okay, cool. So what are you studying?
accounting and finance.
Accounting. So if you go onto the orientation website, have you been on there?
Yeah.
Yes, great. And have you registered? Do you know what day BGL?
No, but I can have a look.
Yeah. if
What
you
are
have
you
a quick
studying?
look. Accounting and finance. So each of the colleges will run welcome sessions either for your course particularly or for the actual college overall. And a lot of the slides that I went through today, tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, one,
So a lot of the
one
things.
till 3 and then 3:15 till 4.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. They'll talk about a lot of things I've spoken about today as well, so you wouldn't have missed too much. But you'll be able to find the recording of today in a few days. But don't stress at all. It's just about kind of the little nuances and bits of information that might be useful, like how to connect to Wi-Fi, how to transport around campus. Parking is free this week. That's really important to know. But from next week, in this case, it's parking on campus. Do you have any specific questions?
At the moment, no.
No, that's fine. And if you do, we do have an online welcome hub. So there's welcome hub on the in Bedford,
Alright.
sorry, in the student hub, and there's a bunch of students and staff walking around with these t-shirts. So if you have any questions, just go up to one of them; they'll be able to help. Otherwise, we have an online welcome hub as well. If you want to log in from 2 o'clock today, is it right? The online welcome
Yep.
hub? Yeah.
2:30.
2:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, from 2:30 today. So you can log on to that and then ask any questions. Thank you so much and welcome. Good luck with your studies.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Nice to meet you.
You too.
All the best.
Thank you.
Signature 354 633.
What if I